Man, it actually looks like a pretty good Lena game, but I guess that hero's kind of dead. But when I see Batrider and Phoenix, I think like LSA on the egg and Laguna to try and help out, and it's like I can actually lane versus Storm and make him sad. Speaking of which, where's the Viper? In terms of heroes, I feel like that guy popped up for 2 days straight, and he was in every single draft, and I don't think I've seen him today.
And disappears again.
What even counters Viper mid right now? I legit don't know. I've seen Pugna do okay. That was like the best hero I've seen so far.
And he annihilates everyone, like TA, SF, Invoker, Storm. Like Razor doesn't even do that well against him now
No,
anymore.
that's what I was thinking too. It's like that used to be a classic, and it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I struggle to
Radiant's
think of it.
pick.
Wind Ranger
Wind
at your
Ranger for
service.
Nigma. Man,
Wow.
this Bat Rider and Wind Ranger still very open.
Yeah. I do hear that Weehaw guy likes the Wind Ranger a lot, though.
He does. Where do we go for Team Liquid now? Witch Doctor, Insania, Storm you said can be both Koikfa or Mickey.
10 seconds
Feeling
to
like a
go.
boxy hero, something,
Yes.
something beefy.
5 seconds.
They could LC as well, right? Again, you're talking dispels.
And then you've got multiple heroes again that are able to gap close very quickly. With leaps, ball lightning, blink duel.
Yeah. But the
You,
Abba's still
you,
fine too. He's like he can't close as well, but he has his own benefits in terms of like trying to help you play faster. Like if they went for another fast pushing hero, Abba's nice for actually having good tower
Dyer's
damage
pick.
too.
very true.
Weaver.
Ooh, that's a more kind of unconventional bat counter that we see every once in a while, and also a natural MKB carrier, which is cool too. You've seen these Vipers rushing MKB, by the way. That the way that they changed MKB with like the 75% chance with 100
Radiant's
magic
ban.
damage, and then Vipers magic
Bounty hunter.
resistance killing is so sick. I've seen these
And then
like
you get like
17-minute MKBs. It's gross.
and you get like a Grove Bow or Enchanted Quiver or something. You're like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm set for life. Bounty, bounty, bounty. We saw Miracle playing position 1 bounty earlier on. It could still be that. He's gonna be the
Risky.
trap
Down a
next to
10
game.
Weaver.
seconds to go.
There's a lot of single
5
target from
seconds.
Nigma. It feels like a lot of these fights are going to be very, we go in, we get a kill, and we get the hell out of there.
I would ban Coddle. NIP running that strat with like the Coddle bounty hunter. I actually think
Oh,
that will
yes.
be all right here.
Shurikens bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
And it'd also be really good with the Phoenix, right? Will-O-Wisp plus Supernova. A
Yeah.
lot
It's
of
just like
zone control.
it's hard to take down. But man, this Weaver was sick. That was a really nice pick. Gave them it's like a different kind of dispel because it's like the save with the Aghanims too later on, but it also still has laning answers versus the Batrider. And it's pretty good versus the Phoenix.
Oh, right. And it could be Boxy or Mickey playing this. I
Yeah.
feel like Quick for now, the Storm is kind of in his hands. He
Yeah,
could still swap
that's
things
yeah, I don't
around.
know. It's very dependent on this last pick.
Because we could see, Mirana shift into the 3, and this could still be a Tiger hero coming. Like it's super, super open for Liquid right now.
Yeah.
But
Dyer's
they are lacking
ban.
tower damage. You mentioned with the Abaddon, that would help them out. Lone Druid is still out there as well.
And so's Brood, so
True.
they're gonna ban the TB. They're looking out for that big, hard, heavy hero. They banned the AM before. They've gotten rid of the Meepo. They're just like, I don't want some big game-winning hero to come out late in the draft. Let's just make sure that's not gonna be a problem
Dyer's
for us.
pick.
And they will ban that
Yeah,
ABBA.
solid ban.
Radiant's pick.
And pretty quick out of that last ban into a
Necrophos.
Necro for their final pick. And again, single target, get 1 kill, transfer into more with the track kills.
Yeah, very gank heavy here. It feels like they're looking for that opening shackle or scythe or lasso or something, and then trying to chase you down. They have pretty good chase and catch overall,
10
which you
seconds
always
to
want, of
go.
course, when you're working with the vision of a bounty hunter.
You
5
could
seconds.
theoretically still go Shadow Demon as Liquid here, right? Like Disruption seems
Yeah,
so so valuable with Venge and
yeah,
Oracle
that's true.
gone. Like a pos 4 Shadow Demon.
Oh,
Faster than
let's
a
go.
beast.
That's my favorite boxy hero. Hell yeah. I love boxy Slardar.
Decent amount of minus armor now from Liquid as well.
Yeah.
So they don't go defensive. They go like full offensive, right? No dispel, no Legion Commander or Abaddon or anything. They want to be jumping heroes and finding that pick themselves.
It's actually such a sick game for the Aghanims if he gets to that point. Like all that stats resistance versus these heroes will be so annoying.
Yeah, you're gonna
The only
lasso me, huh?
downside is it's not another dispel versus all of us that one wishes to dispel. And they have not snap picked their heroes. They are waiting. Which I don't blame them.
Mickey Slaughter, come on. Position 3 Weaver, go Aghanims rush.
10 seconds to
Oh,
go.
guys,
Insania
Insane
Witch
is playing
Doctor.
Witch Doctor. Whoa.
What a surprise.
5 seconds.
It will be the Boxy Slaughter as Tiger grabs the Marana.
Yeah. So,
So
Miracle
what do we have
Bounty
for
and
Nigma? The Wee
Kuro
Bat?
Wind.
Kuro Wind Ranger, yeah. MC
Not
Necro.
the most terrifying tricore, if I'm being real here, guys. Bat Rider, Bounty Hunter, Necrophos. That's very, I don't know, very gank heavy. I feel like the wave push is all on the supports here. Other than I guess Weehaw, but his is just kind of different, I guess, with the Boots of Travel. Because when you are pushing waves as bad, it's like kind of costing you stuff, you know, in terms of your gank potential.
I mean, Liquid's draft just looks better. Like, look at Storm in the middle, cocky in the power pose. They're all a bit bluish.
Oh, you don't mean like Dota wise. You just mean, you know, yeah.
Aesthetically, Team Liquid's draft is much more pleasing.
I would say that if I was in a pub, I would be really happy if I was on the Radiant. I'd be like, what are they doing?
Like, what are they? They haven't counted any of our heroes. Nothing going on. But yeah, like Bat Rider against Storm is going to be a little touch and go for Koikva. We'll see how they fare as we get ourselves into game 2 here in this best of 3. Team Liquid up against Nigma. Miracle Bounty Hunter. Miracle the Selfless.
Yeah, him and Sania both. Aren't they nice guys? I'm not the selfless. I haven't
Me
gifted. I'll say it.
But you do have one
Better get
supporting the
ready.
scene.
Oh, of course.
Oh, what are these lanes from Nigma then? They're putting MC mid.
I feel like I've watched MC play more mid than Miracle lately. It's like, yeah, I know Weehaw's the mid guy, but I thought Miracle was kind of the other guy that might show up there. But lately, it's either Weehaw or MC. I saw Zai playing Beastmaster mid today, too. I think twice.
But that's literally what I was going to say. It seems like that way for Secret as well sometimes.
Yeah.
Zai's playing mid lane.
These offlane players are tired of it. They're just like, until lands are back, I'm playing mid. All right?
Give me the shortest lane possible. And it's like that thing, people play on like 200, 300 ping, then they go to LAN, and it's like, oh, I'm so good right now. Offlaners go from like,
30
the
seconds to
deadly
go.
lane into the safer lane in the mid lane.
Wow, I get gold? This Dota's so much easier with gold. It's kind of like that when you play position 5 for a few weeks.
I can hit creeps and I can get bottle and refill it and have runes.
Oh, they're scouting for some wards here mid. Not gonna
And
find
Liquid
anything.
move into the Radiant side, move into the dire triangle is the first move.
We're doing some
The
serious
game is
lane
on.
scouting right now.
Nigma do the same thing top. So 2 bounty runes apiece, as
No
long as
more
Liquid get
bets,
that
please.
secondary one.
Well, they're gonna have to make the swap up top, right? Because
Oh,
currently they
I-
have the.
Kuro has power shot level 1. He can't wind run away from this. They cask into arrow and they just right click the Wind Ranger down.
You're not contagious.
Does Miracle know that the bounty rune is still there though? Doesn't look like he'll get there. Do you like this setup then for Liquid?
Yeah, because they're swapping already, right? I was gonna say because it's Bat Rider versus Weaver. There's no way you're gonna keep this. That just doesn't make any sense. And even now with like the Phoenix hanging out, he's like, yeah, I don't want to be here either. 0
at
armor versus
Insania.
Weaver.
Dude, look at Insania right now. Hello, 2 core heroes. What are you doing here? TP's out of there into the mid lane.
I like how he TPs to his respective spot. He doesn't even pick a lane. He just TP'd mid on the other side so he could see where they were going after.
So the
This
lane
is
swaps,
genius.
Bat Rider moving bottom. And of course, the thing is here, Nigma not using those TPs so that they can react if Liquid do change the lanes again. But now Boxy's going to have enough for like Magic Wand, he's going to be fine. Tiger has leaps to get away from Wii once they hit level 2. So I don't think Liquid are too bothered about how things are set up, because they've got Weaver against Bounty, ranged against, double ranged against this melee core top.
Oh, that hurt though.
There, and a dive forward, Mickey. I might have spoken too soon. He does pop his stick charges.
Thanks.
That's salved up as well.
Yeah, that sentry is killing them, as well as the fact that they only have level 1 in the cask too. Obviously, it was worth it for the kill, I would say in that regard. But
Tactical shot. Keeps Boxy away. He was looking for that bash onto Wii.
yeah, has the Orb of Venom too, though, so it's kind of interesting. It's not a complete lost cause for Boxy. He might still be able to make the kills happen, right? It all depends on how Weeha's able to play it with the napalm. I guess in the olden days, it would have been a lot easier to make this Orb Venom work before you didn't have to like turn for the napalm. I feel like that gets looked over sometimes. Like how busted that is now.
Napalm out of the butt.
Yeah.
Slardar, 10 CS already. Weaver having a pretty good time top. I'm just wondering about this mid lane. Against Necros, in the 1v1 mid, very often we see, oh, top lane, 1 second, Miracle getting chased out. Doesn't have a point in invis. Not dead, though. Gets himself out of danger as GH still holding dive. Liquid just securing their lanes.
The only thing Liquid's really missing is the maybe a courier ward.
Perfect.
What's Liquid missing?
Oh, just saying a courier ward would be really nice.
Ah, right.
Considering like when you're double ranged like this into like a melee core, and the Phoenix is, you know, good and bad. Like, you know, the Phoenix has to ferry quite a bit still too.
Oh, bottom we. Very low. No further stuns from Liquid, but
well,
hit him
you
straight
say
up.
that.
Has been
I thought we were going to run away, but apparently he just walks in and face tanks it. Not going great in these early stages for Nigma. At least Mind Control having a pretty decent time mid.
Yeah, that's gonna start to shift more in his favor too. I think just because like the regen's gonna be purchased by Quakefoot, as you can see. He does have the bottle now, so this 4-minute rune could have a big impact in terms of how much Quakefoot is spending on regen versus like sometimes versus Necro. You just end up like buying XP. That's nice. He got him in the tower range. Oh,
great Vortex.
He got that remnant. That was really close.
Whew. MC's got to be careful. Top lane, they do swap things around. Slardar comes in trying to bring down Miracle, but the shuriken...
Oh, the mid. Mind control.
MC getting...
Tiger, that's so greedy!
Quakefoot, the Arcane Rune finally getting grabbed up, and now the Vortex in onto them. As Mind Control falling, getting Storm. Nice little pick there, but they do lose 2 heroes top in the meanwhile.
He tried so hard to keep that there, and then it just ends up getting denied by Kuro. It's like, what are the odds your Storm's gonna get to that, man? I can appreciate it, though.
He tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Necro is a really obnoxious laning opponent. Mind Control doing a pretty good job there, but I'm always wondering, you know, the choices players make against Necro especially. Like, do you cut the wave? Do you go like between tier 2, tier 3 on the enemy side to try and grab creeps? Koikfa's done perfectly fine, just sticking in the lane itself. Top of the net worth, a good 200 ahead of MC.
It was thin, though. Like, that was his last, like, little bits of regen. The bottle came in, and he got that pull. Like, if he didn't get that pull into the tower, this lane would have been a lot worse. Right? Like, that's the only reason that it put pressure on him to go to the 4-minute rune, too. Like, that was just, that's a moment you'll look back on this lane as MC and be like, yeah, I screwed up.
Yeah, went under tower against
literally lane-losing maneuver.
Well, he's not going to be renaming himself to mid control anytime soon.
No, it would seem.
He's got raindrops now, though. That will help him mitigate a lot of that Storm's damage. And Liquid calming things down, putting Weaver bottom lane for that safer farm. Also kind of Troy laning around him, keeping that Mirana floating between the bottom and the mid lane. Grouping with Insania.
Bottom tower.
Yeah, the wave's under the tower right now, so Boxy's not really too much threat, but just try to clean up some of what GH is leaving behind.
Perfect.
Storm really wants that Necro kill now. Double damage rune up top, gonna get zipped upon. Tiger doesn't have an arrow here, and Mind Control's thinking about the Reaper's Scythe, but the cast comes out and the ball lightning back keeps the Storm safe and sound. GH not even gonna go try and dive in.
Good choice, I think.
Tiger.
Okay, suicide. You do it, you get arrowed and lose?
Oh, he's got a raindrop. That'll save him.
Miracle's really starting to put on the heat though with this build. 3 points in the Janata and 2 in the Shuriken toss. Like, Foxy can't really trade that well. He needs a bait kill here.
With double
Oh,
Wraith.
there we go.
And they go with the stuns. GH here, ready for backup though, as Boxy tries to sprint away. Great power shot from Kuro. And Boxy has his stick in his backpack, not the inventory, and you've got to wonder, maybe if he had a couple of charges there, could have slipped away from danger. And bottom lane, we getting beaten down by Mickey. He's in that same spot again, a bit of deja vu for the Bat Rider. Trying to flip. Time lapse on Mickey, and we, has he overstepped? Oh, no Geminate, still on cooldown.
Radiant's mid tower's getting
That was
banged
crazy.
up.
I can't believe he just went back in
No
there.
breaking
And then he
through the
survived.
dire structures for now.
Top lane, looks like Liquid trying to set up for something.
Ooh, big
Sentinel
D-board.
Obs. That is really important. Shackle shot doesn't connect behind the Mirana, and Miracle has walked into this Witch Doctor Slardar with Maledict Starstorm. No leaps for Mirana now. The Shuriken not finishing him off the stick charges. Barely bought him a second of life.
Do something about
Looks
that
like
bottom
Miracle's going to be
tower.
fine as well. They didn't dump enough damage in after the Maledict. Nigma striking back though, they're creating a bit of room for themselves.
Yeah, they're gonna have Scythe again in a moment too, so might see Kuro look for that play. He tries to guard this rune right now from Koikva. Nice.
He
Oh,
gets it
that
himself,
would have been so bad.
regenerate. Losing half his HP to Koikva, who's actually looking for this kill. He's gotta
Oh,
be-
Koikva!
He's dodging it, the arrow landing. Tiger gets the storm out
Radiant's
of danger.
mid-tower's coming apart.
Puts a lot of nice little bonus damage onto the Necro as well.
Ooh, Weehaw. And he did get it too. It was not stolen by the Weaver or anything, so very good item on a Barret. I mean, mana and move speed, like, come on. Oh, top though, Nigma. They're close to losing GH, but he says, Fire Spirits. Trying to trade with him now, Slardar. And Kuro's here as well. They're going to go for the shackle off the creep. Let's go, Kuro. Let's see it. Oh! Oh, he's so good.
Beautifully lined up. Boxy trying to get the trade, maybe look for GH, but he drops very quickly as Koikva, with the help of what looks like Tiger and Insania, the trio in that mid lane, finding mind control yet again.
Oh, it was a fun. I love making that play as Wind Ranger. That's like the most satisfying play as a Wind Ranger to make by far. It's like not even close. Like late, the mid and late game, the double shackles, those are cool too. But there's just something nice about the lane ones, you know.
Flashbacks to Light of Heaven, the memories. I keep looking at Wii and checking his items, and I was wondering, are the boots of travel on courier or something? But no, he is just pretty poor.
All right, don't look at Boxy then.
2100, yeah. So Storm's farming jungle as Nigma bring 2 cores bottom, forcing Mickey away from the creep wave at least.
The portals are out though.
Dive's top tower.
I always
you know
forget the
the
portal.
drill.
I know that feeling. He's like, oh yeah, portals.
I got used to it 2 days ago. Every time it's off cooldown now and I'm not doing
The
something, it's
dire
portal
might
time.
want
Because there was a
mine
good
at
like
top
2
tower.
weeks where I just wasn't using them
Radiant's
all.
bottom tower seen better days.
I like the pepper.
The hot pepper. Pass the
Zip up
pepper.
top.
Jump on Miracle. Koikva with Boxy, in we go. Bash forward, crush him up. Chain stuns are good, but the reactions from Nigma coming in. Miracle's still alive, and Koikva can't finish it off, so the shackle shot. Kuro latches it and lasso back into the tower. Koikva has overstepped, and they claim the bounty on Storm while keeping Miracle alive.
Whoops. I do like the.
Does die though. Again, Liquid getting trades across the map. No matter what they're losing, they are gaining something always.
Yeah, I like how we went Weaver into Bounty Hunter and then right back at you with the Slardar too. So we're checking each other in terms of the vision and whatnot being a nuisance, but a little too overexcited there on that kill. So some bounty gold heading their way. What is it? Stealth bonus 130, man. Oh, that's a lot of gold at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's really handy, especially if you've got 3 heroes. Your 2 supports have been helped out as well.
Have we lost the
Nigma
tower
don't
this
have-
game? We haven't, right?
I was just about to say, man, Nigma don't have any tower pushing heroes. Can they actually kill objectives? Well, we talked about how they're very single target gank heavy, but it's no use being gank
Guess
heavy
what's
if you can't
happening
actually
to Dive's
convert
bottom tower.
those kills into something bigger.
I mean, even if they arrow mind control here, I don't think he dies. So I can see why he feels confident enough to do this. Especially
Well,
now
the
that
double brace
the
and
Wind
no
Ranger's
tally.
here.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged
I always get a
up.
little bit sad when I see double bracer null or like double null bracer.
Dire's
Just go
top
for the
tower.
Triforce. Get a Wraith,
You
a
know
null,
the
and a
drill.
bracer. Go for the nice combo. Catching Miracle, but not landing the arrow. Nice Death Ward Maledict as they try to finish off Insania. The Witch Doctor's low, and we will find them with a Reaper's Scythe, actually. Mind Control
Too
claims it
bad.
himself.
Yeah, it's too bad there weren't more heroes there.
Kuro?
They had to spend a lot.
Radiant's
Kuro
mid
had to
tower's
smoke to
in
survive from
trouble.
tower hits.
Yeah, that
Dire's
was
top
getting a little
tower's
dicey.
getting beat down.
Storm zipping top, finding GH. Will they get a kill under this
Well, they
top
missed.
tier 1? There's no
Guess
dive.
what's happening to Dire's
So they
top
absolutely
tower?
will.
No crush needed.
We
This,
closing
this
in
would
on
be
boots
his
or travel.
travel boots. Yeah, this kill.
He can't get into lasso range without being crushed, though. And they've got crush into arrow, and Wee has walked into the meat grinder there, turned into sausage.
Turned out it was not his travel gold. Yeah, he dropped a
putting
few on the
him-
ground there.
100 gold further away. Weaver heading into Diffusal Blade. Gonna go for that heavy right-click build.
They're
I'd,
smoking.
I'd assume like a BKB after Diffusal here for Mickey, right? Or do you feel like Manta
that
style is
seems
something
pretty
you want?
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
I'm fine with the BKB.
Just something that's
That,
team
that
fight
time
winning.
the arrow hit. That was easy. Good Maledict
Down
too.
goes the Phoenix.
Yeah, that was a smoke out of the top tier 1 area, just a loop on in. Meanwhile, you see the circle from Insania saying, hey, this guy's just playing in our jungle right now because MC's just been popping out, pushing the wave, and then disappearing. Taiga, gonna
Go-
throw the long bomb. Oh,
Go get
can't
him.
find it.
We don't see him.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd have the damage with the Ghost Shroud there. That is one problem for the Witch Doctor.
Liquid are out ganking the gank draft.
All right, up
10
top, here we
10
go.
to
Give
7.
us- Boots the Traveler
The
coming
Dire
in.
might wanna
Miracle's
mine their
underneath
top
them.
tower.
Do we get a third hero? Oh, they're just gonna go with the 2. Yeah, we get a third. Run them
Can they
down,
catch
boys.
Nice flame break. That's like perfectly placed, but he crushes and he runs the shuriken there. They can't take down Boxy.
Oh, they
He's a
want
big
that
bad boy. Power shot, not enough damage. And Koikva's arrival is very scary here for Nigma. They're diving tier, or they're thinking about diving tier 1s.
Radiant's
Nah,
top
there's no time on
tower's
a
in
Firefly,
bad
though.
shape.
That's true.
Too
As
risky.
soon as that expires, you're out of there.
Yeah, now they just smoke right away, though, because that was supposed to be the bot's play, right? Miracle have been waiting and waiting for that to happen, but they just smoked directly on top of this Ob Sentry combo there.
And all that free time for Mika to farm bottom. Insania and Tiger back to their tier 2. So Nigma get nothing.
Scan does miss, though. Could give a false sense of
The Dire
security.
best
Oh
do
my God, he's
something
so
about
barely
that
not in
bottom
it.
tower.
Oh. Who walks high ground? Nobody. Boxy's being pinged out.
Shadow.
Who's that green?
Oh, good
GH.
Moonlight.
Go for the Slardar. Moonlight Shadow there. As the Storm does look to catch out the Wind Ranger, immediately removing Kuro from the game. Supernova very, very far back on the right-hand side. Miracle does take down Boxy, but he's being chased now. Does he have Invis? 2 seconds. Reveal. They've got sentries here, and Sania will be able to keep vision onto this bounty hunter. He walks into the Ob sentries, so that is a moot point anyway.
Boxy was too busy putting the Crows of Haze down on the bat. I don't know if he noticed the Miracle's right under him, but he tried
Trouble
instantly after
brewing
the
at
crush, but he
Radiant's
got
bottom
caught
tower.
by the Janata, or else I think he might have been able to chain stun him first. A bit of a risky play there. I mean, Miracle dies and still ends up with plus 197. Thanks to the track.
Dire's
Oh,
top
yes,
tower
sick a
is
broom
the
handle.
drill.
Just what we all was hoping for.
Tower.
How are we looking neutral item-wise? Is there anything spectacular
Radiant's
here for
bottom
either
tower
side?
ain't a pretty sight
Just
right
bat
now.
approach.
Arcane Ring on Storm's pretty good.
That's true. Oh, I see we have an unknown
Radiant's
poor man's shield. Is that
bottom
right?
tower's seen better days.
Yeah.
On
Is that just
Nigma?
on the floor
Breaking
then?
down the radiant structures like this.
Yeah, I
Or is
saw
that in
Storm
a-
dropped it somewhere. Like it was him who had it.
Radiant's
Or it
bottom
appeared next to
tower's
his name or
done
whatever.
for. Dire's top
Oh,
tower's
Miracle.
getting beat down.
Very close to death, but he's got plenty of heroes behind him. Is MC now the position 1 of Nigma? He's
Apparently.
getting all the farm in the world. He's buying a lot of little items. But Greaves getting closed in on by the Necro. Have you had enough of these playgrounds yet?
Yeah, I just click it instantly. I don't know. It would be
Eh,
kind of fun if everyone played it.
Yeah, if the casters could play, then I'd be interested.
I found Bounty. I found Brewmaster. I can never remember what some of their faces look like. I found
It's
Techies. Nice.
hard.
I found them all. I'm good.
Good job.
Get wrecked.
Trent wins.
Yeah.
Nobody else is even trying.
Is that every hero?
I don't know.
That's
What's
6
the
by
grid?
16. So does that cover everyone? I feel like they don't all match up. What are the odds on that?
I mean, is that 96? Is 6 by 16?
Yeah.
96? That's not enough.
Oh yeah, it is 96. Yeah, so it's not everyone.
All right, carry on.
What is this? 20 heroes off or so?
Yeah,
How many
yeah,
do we have?
we're missing a lot of them.
117? I can't remember now.
I have no idea what the number is anymore. It just kept changing. They kept making more.
Yeah, it got over. Like, I remember a period where we were saying there's like 100 heroes in the game, and then it went over 100 by a significant number, and it's just like, well, we've got more than 100, I guess. And it feels like Nigma, after the couple of smoke ganks they've had, not able to catch any real good targets. Now looking for Mickey with Shackle Shot, and we arriving from the tree line. They will take down the Weaver. Finally.
Dyer's courier.
Yeah, first step.
made its final delivery.
He's looking like MC from last game, just
Radiant's
hanging out down
and
here the whole time.
fortified their structures.
Farming away. Oh, he's going
So much
Lincoln,
gold.
or at
He
least
got
that's what he's queued up.
389
Bottom tower
on bounty.
ain't a pretty
That's so much
sight
gold right now. That's so broken.
389 from who? What?
From killing the Weaver.
Ah, I see.
Track and everything. Yeah.
Insania throws out a cask, but he's not dead just yet. Reaper Scythe will slice him down though, cut him in twain, and chase onto Boxy with a good flame break. Two-man crush there from Slardar. They're even throwing the supernova here to secure that additional kill. But leaps out from Morano will save her life. Nigma really aggressively committing for a couple of kills.
Yeah, Liquid, I mean, they just got Diffusal and Bloodstone, and then they're, like, losing fights right now, you know? This doesn't feel that great, and you know this is the time of the game that Bounty Hunter loves to play. Oh, the slowest right clicks from Koigma! He can't
He
kill him.
can't finish the job. Does he go in for round 2? Does he see GH? Ob's Ward is up in the jungle on that high ground. but
Meanwhile,
GH
mid lane, though. Mickey.
lane, they are trying to find him. Good arrow, though, is going to stop the aggression. Mickey so close to death, but Shakuchiing away. There's definitely something to be said about Nigma really, taking Liquid out of the comfort zone in this game. They are just continually, foot down.
They need this blink, right? That's the big game changer for Boxy.
Some form of guaranteed initiation. Miracle just
Yeah, he knew that exact
Some
turn was
people.
coming. Track's so good.
drops the shoulder, turns around, Storm zipping in, looking to catch the bounty. Maledict there with the cask bouncing, and Miracle's fallen. There's nothing to save him as Mind Control unable to heal through. Keep that bounty alive as Weeha still up on the front line.
the turn is
Rider
real.
falls, and it's Koik for Storm. So powerful, just zipping through the fight. And where's the stun? The arrow comes. Tiger shuts down the TP retreat. Mind Control is gone. And that's 3 cores removed by Team Liquid. Nigma sticking around on that high ground way too long.
You can understand why, though, because number one, they're taking control over like one of the most important parts of the map, so they feel like they have an edge fighting there. But without the egg, that was difficult. It just came back right now. And they know that their lineup, like, they have to be ahead by quite a bit to do anything, because they don't have objectives.
Boxy. Leave him alone, Boxy. He jumps in, but the retreat from Insania gets away from Miracle and all these TPs from Nigma coming into that mid lane.
Ow. Oh, Miracle wants this one, too.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
And what's we up to? Halfway to Blink?
Alright, out.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Yeah, he doesn't have a very easy item build this game either. BKB doesn't even feel like that incredible. Slider is scary.
The prize is mine.
He sure is.
But yeah, if he gets
Again, Nigma controlling both outposts.
yeah, and Mick, he had the BKB queued up, and now he's just thinking about getting the Lincolns instead. Bat Rider,
been
Necro, Wind Ranger, it's pretty good.
It sure is.
Even just
He's been
bounty, it's
flopping
annoying.
between them.
Oh, has he? Yeah.
So remember, when he finished his diffusal blade, he immediately queued up Lincolns. He's been like, BKB, Lincolns, this way, that way.
They just got the
Oh,
net
liquid.
on Taiga.
Smoke popped onto mind control. He might be able to heal up though with a Sunray Ghost Shroud. Pops his wand and the Death Pulse as Tiger needs to leap away, but the Death Ward comes and so does Mickey. Take down the Necro of MC, try and focus the egg as well, but a Supernova and that Reaper's Scythe finds the Weaver. MC somehow surviving everything until Storm, the long zip in, but MC surviving. Koikva has to get out of there. I don't know how in the world that Necro survived. Oh, Koikva's tracked. Moonlight Shadow ends. Flame Break does clip him on the very edge as he dodges the Shuriken toss, but the creeps are there. Block the retreat. Nigma killing off 4 heroes. All thanks to this MC Necro surviving beautifully.
He got the kill, right? So he got the regen. That was jacked.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
They wanted the team wipe. Boxy was down bottom lurking. They're all TPing there. Slardar slips away.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
15 to 15. And it's been a real close game.
Yeah.
Nigma now in the
Can't do
lead for what
nothing
feels
about
like the
dire
first time
structures right
properly this
now.
game.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They got him again on the outpost too. They had both them at 20 minutes, and they got 3 of the 4 bounty runes. So Liquid
Radiant's
still have to
bottom
watch
tower
those
is
big
pretty sad
secondary
right
objectives
now.
in this game. Not just like the items you're trying to get on your hero, right? Like you got to be prepped for those 20-minute moments like that. It's a lot of XP to
bottom
lose.
towers seen better days.
And also the fact that they can't, or it doesn't feel like they have the fastest Roche taking lineup. I guess with
Trouble
Corrosive
brewing at
Haze and
Radiant's bottom
Weaver
tower.
here, you can do it
Radiant
reasonably
structures
quickly.
must have been fortified.
I think one of the big problems is that we're talking about how like Nigma have this very pick-off oriented lineup, but they also don't have the best wave clear on the side of Liquid too. So it's like, if you're alone, these
Radiant's
heroes are
bottom
pretty
tower
vulnerable
seen
pushing
better
waves
days.
versus a lineup like this, right? Like, Boxy's probably not sure if he's just gonna die at any moment if these guys leave vision of this tower down bottom, right?
Radiant's bottom
There's
tower's
just too
done
much
for.
jump and potential chain stun to happen to him that you don't even want to be like Storm or Weaver up here.
Yeah, Boxy's just got his finger on the blink button.
Yeah.
Quick cast his way out of danger if he sees slightest glimpse of someone. Mind control, interesting place to be.
All right, they're going for the kill up top here. Weehaw starts it off with the Firefly. Spidey senses confirmed not tingling.
Shadows.
I think that is because MC made that play bottom, right? Like MC goes almost to the tier 3, and that's faking out that he's got, 2, 3, 4 heroes behind him in that Radiant jungle. Showing on the map, very important.
How good will this Orchid be by the time it gets out, I wonder? As they go for Kuro first.
Get that easy pick on the Wind Ranger, as Miracle is trying to go for Insania now. Mind Control does have a Scythe, but Koikva has a decent amount of mana here to keep giving chase.
Sentry there.
Miracle Invis. Koikva wants to get out because the rest of Nigma are arriving. There's the blink from Batrider with no lasso, just flame breaking and sticking napalming his way through the fight. Insania turns with a nice little cast, but the Reaper's Scythe clears up his life. From low ground to high ground, and Mickey now onto GH with a clumsy net, but he's holding Supernova. So not really a kill that they can claim.
I can't believe he got that scythe off of that cask. It must have been right before, because I thought they were just going to get chain
Radiant's
stunned.
mid tower's getting banged up.
Coconuts bouncing between their heads. And a 6,000 lead racked up pretty quickly by Nigma. It hasn't felt like the game has shifted dramatically in their favor, but they're winning these team fights.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the track goal at the end of this game. Seeing why this hero is still so good. Another lasso. No
And there
Lincolns
it
yet.
is. And they should have the chain stuns here with the damage to take down Mickey. He lifted his little legs. He wanted a time lapse, but he couldn't.
They didn't even shackle there too, I don't think.
Radiant's
So
mid
that would have been
tower's
pretty
coming
embarrassing.
apart.
But yeah, how
Now
good
this
is this
point-
Orchid even going to be? I mean, the BKB is going to be kind of close at that
Radiant's
point.
mid tower's getting the what for.
Same thing for Miracle. Miracle will
Dire's
have his
top
for sure.
tower's getting beat down.
Yeah, and the Necro has Greaves.
Yeah.
Difficult to focus him.
It's like okay
Yeah,
for
may-
picking off the supports, I guess.
Yeah, I think if you're going on like Phoenix, You feel pretty good about it.
I mean, he's got almost 2,000 HP, and he doesn't even have his plate mail yet. So once you have that armor added on here too, it's gonna be kind of tough.
Oh, do they find the storm? Wind Ranger's going to be the one that gets caught and picked off first, it looks like. That was Nigma hunting for Liquid, but very fast reactions
So
from
in
Boxy
1
and
second.
Quidva.
Man, Weehaus is getting that perfect momentum timing right now.
Lasso after lasso. There's Boxy. Another Janada hit for Miracle, so even more gold racked up. Liquid wants to keep the fight going. They ball lightning in, arrow up Wee, the Batrider's down, trying to buy back on Boxy as the Death Ward towards Mind Control. There's Maledict ticking on him, but he's pretty tanky and healing up, but the Storm Spirit, just long-range bomb initiation, clears up GH, so no Supernova for this fight. He's dead without buyback and Mind Control surrounded. Liquid are swarming. They're finding pickoff after pickoff. A double for Quigva, racking up to 20 Bloodstone charges now, and Nigma completely caught with their pants down.
It feels like the outposts are still a little too new with moments like that, and that is the worst time to lose versus a lineup like this, because that minus armor from the slider just means instant roast conversion, and there is nothing you can do about it. That's 20 Bloodstone charges, by the way, on Quigva.
Yeah.
He's been pretty quiet since he farmed that up, but he needed one of these big explosive moments.
10-8. And now very swiftly moving in towards Lincoln's himself. And a regen rune to boot. Look at that. Ball lightning looking for Wee. Can they find the Batrider? He blinks backwards. Boxy misses with the crush, but he's got the bash. And now Storm comes back in. The Vortex there, and the Sun Ray not enough. GH tried his best. But Wee yet again falls. 5th death of the game. Nigma bringing numbers down here, though. Mickey is on the charge, trying to chase GH. Time-lapse out as he's forced the Supernova. Liquid very happy about the way this has all gone.
Mid tower won't last much longer.
Yeah, Necro's spotted Boxy as he's TPing home, but it's fine by him.
How is it still a 6k lead for Nigma, though?
Son of a...
Track gold.
Track is
Dire's
insane.
Mid tower could use a little help.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigma, finding that pick up top, little fight breaks out. But you're playing in the area of the map that Liquid want to be in. That dire top jungle is where the Radiant team wants to really play from. And if he shows on this lane, yeah, Batrider shows on top lane, so now Liquid, they're smoked up. They can run down mid, they can go into the triangle, find pick-off somewhere. Maybe even just go for the Batrider.
Yeah, there's a 10-second BKB on Miracle, so I don't think they really want to jump in here. Oh, we'll find
Like
someone who does
Kuro.
not have a 10-second BKB.
And there's that Orchid.
Them dire buildings are tough.
Immediately taking him out. Point, but ball lightning away, but Miracle does get at least one Janada hit in there. Deny the tower as well.
Dire's mid tower's been disarmed.
Yeah, you're not holding that versus Aegis. No
One
point giving
stack of
that
hot
up.
stuff for regen.
Oh, Spider Legs. That seems really nice on Slider. He's been struggling a little bit once he gets in there this game.
Orb of Destruction. Very
Yeah,
good
right
on
to
that
the bounty.
bounty. Straight away.
Craggy Coat, though. I mean, not tons of magic damage this game for sure, but it doesn't hurt versus the Bounty Hunter if you're one of these supports.
Yeah, could give it to the Witch Doctor. He's holding Arcane Ring for now.
I feel like I would take the
Storm Spirit wants the Phoenix. But like you were saying, that's, 1.8k HP with a Shivers Guard.
I barely tickled.
Take down, yeah, like 30% of his HP gone from that pretty big initiation. Moonlight Shadow expiring as well. Liquid going to try and hold the high ground here, maybe stay on the ramps. You've got to know that Nigma are coming. They want a team fight with that level 2 Supernova.
2
Storm
minutes.
Spirit, the jump forward, trying to force out the BKB from Miracle. He succeeds, but they'll lose Boxy for it. Great Supernova now from GH as well. Will zone the rest of Liquid out. Miracle still shiny and golden, chasing Insania as the Witch Doctor retreating, but has no escape. Miracle clears him up, and 2 very swift kills for Nigma.
Yeah, and you're running into them as they have Aegis and still getting kills. It feels like just getting that the prevention on the jump from the slider means the fight's kind of over in your favor. And Boxy is the one who has to do kind of everything for Liquid to set up like the arrows and the casks and has to create the diversion for the Storm and the Weaver to actually succeed.
Who have they caught? Miracle with no BKB. the rest of Nigma were coming in. There was a lot of pings up towards that top half of the map as the Reaper's Scythe has found Mickey and Koik for trying his best to stick around in this fight, but there's nothing left to be had.
Radiant's top tower
Mickey
is
is
taken.
gone. 90-some seconds. What?
Cook was just finding these little picks. That Weaver's dead for so long. I had to go check, like, did he buy back in the last fight or something?
Yeah,
So
I did the
Reaper's
exact
Scythe,
same thing. I was like, oh no.
90
all right.
seconds.
It's 35 at 18.
Oh, that's some good stuff. But you could see the plan there from Nigma. They knew that once they'd cleared out that bottom jungle, that the only place for Liquid to go was up top. Straight into that triangle.
Well,
It does
as
feel-
the Kuro said, your lead is false if you can't go high ground. Famous words from General Kuro. So I do think we're going to see this one drag out a little bit longer. I don't
hit
think they
tower?
feel hyper confident right now.
Well, you have an Assault Cuirass on mind control. He can now hit towers a little bit, maybe?
Really? Slowly? It took
Really
me so long to
slowly?
get that tier 2 mid. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Jenkins Donut?
Weeha's not going to see anything he likes quite yet. Need one of those sneaky high ground wards. Oh, hey, they have a tier 1 top.
They sure do. Koik for sitting in the trees, waiting for Nigma to make their move. So I think you're right about this boxy
Radiant's top
initiation.
tower's
When
in
it
bad
works for
shape.
Liquid, they are stomping these team fights. But if boxy
Yeah.
gets caught out, it starts
so
slipping
much
away.
change.
Bust down
right?
Radiant
Like,
structures
I mean,
now.
think about it. Like,
Radiant's
they have a
top
bash of
tower's taking
1.3 and an
hits.
AoE stun to go on top of that, too. It's kind of crazy.
One last top tower. For
Also,
I
it
don't know if you
slows for
saw that.
6 seconds. That's so
Dire's
long.
bottom tower's getting the business.
Koik just tried to ball lightning deny the tower, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Or was he
Radiant's
just
top
maybe he was
tower's
just clearing the
hurting.
wave. I think he TP'd out with ball lightning. Either way, he's making sneaky moves up top.
Oh, they've done a sneaky smoke. Heading to the bottom lane. Miracle leading the way, looking for the Weehaw jumping. Oh, Insania, will you be doing your duty?
Tank the gank.
Vanish.
He's tracked, and Wee's given chase. They're gonna jump in with a shackle shot. Insania. No options but death.
Yeah.
And it's
Not
Liquid
gonna
pretty spread here.
Oh, that courier. Oh, oh.
Real.
Almost got Miracle's Manta.
Guess what's happening?
But yeah, like
Dire's
bottom wave has
bottom
been pushed
tower.
out. That tier 1 is gonna die to creeps. Go on, creeps. Kill the tower, buddies. Come on. They're not gonna get it, are they?
I think they are.
The
Miracle
Dire
went for the
built
kill.
the range
instead.
creeps.
that bottom tower. Dire
Oh,
structures
no.
looking
They've
for
glyphed
5
it.
HP, really?
Come on. Oh wow, 5 health, and
Dire's
there is
bottom
the
tower's been disowned.
All right, Roche in 45 seconds on the potential here. Aegis and Cheese going to be up for grabs. I don't even know if Aegis and Cheese is enough to go high ground with this line of Enigma, though. I guess with a Blink Dagger on a Necrophos it is, if they get the right pick. That is true.
I guess like Aegis, Bounty, Cheese on Necro. Probably the way you want to do it.
Yeah, they don't want
Clean, yeah.
Necro to change.
Just another quick and easy pick for Nigma. Looks like it is. Power shot there, and onto Boxy they go. Sunray and Lasso combining now to bring down the Slardar as a bonus kill. Mickey Lincolns does get popped, still holding the time lapse, but Reaper's Scythe coming through, not quite enough to kill him off. Time lapse needs to be used. Shikuchi, it does come off cooldown, but he's being stunned and slowed on his way through. Liquid is bleeding out. Nigma have this ganking lineup, and they are chain killing this Liquid side over and over. Insania falling in his base. Tiger's leapt
Radiant's
forwards,
mid-tower's
but
coming
Nigma
up.
are all full HP, full mana. They've been sustained up by this Necro, and they are finally trying to go high ground.
Radiant's mid
I mean,
tower's getting banged up.
There is one way to push towers. You just kill everyone. That does generally work fairly well. Unfortunately, their last wave is now gone, so
Radiant's
can they get it in time? They can.
Radiant's mid-tower's
There's the
getting
back door
what
now.
for.
Tier 3s don't matter as much, but it's still kind of nice to have.
Bring back the shrines.
No, please.
Said no one ever. Well, Tiger working on Spirit Vessel, coming out a little later than usual after Greaves.
The
Feels
prize
like
is
he
wonder if-
kind of needs that up against this Necro.
I wonder if they're worried about Roche right now.
Oh, he is alive, isn't he?
If they don't see anything, you might see Boxy start to head over there with Quakefa. Yeah, Insania just pinged it. But they're going to see Necro grabbing this wave, so that might be enough to alleviate their concerns. The Miracle's also showing top, too. So, smoke for Roche defense maybe right now? Yeah, Insania's even TPing out. Wow, that seems wildly unnecessary. You could have walked there, dude.
Get me there faster by.
He's like, I need to
1.5
shop
seconds or whatever.
while I'm moving. That's like the only reason that's allowed. I'm gonna assume that's his gargantuan brain making that play. And there's the smoke. Let's go to Roche. See you. What's up, Boxy? Gonna lead the charge. They're gonna try and take that outpost and look for their last big hurrah.
They are so desperate for that Boxy BKB, but there's just no way for him to get it before this.
Radiant's
Final
top tower's
fight.
hurting.
He's gonna need buyback to outpost.
Do they try and steal Roshan?
Yes, yes,
Top tier
yes.
2 is fallen. Very, very nice move from Liquid. Aegis Cheese for your Storm and your Weaver. Two of the better heroes for those nice little...
They're like power stunning high ground. Like, huh?
Where are they? They've got no idea. Liquid have got it. Sneaking a Roshan in behind Nigma. And Nigma aren't committing for this high ground push. They are kind of tentatively allowing the catapults and Necro units to go for it.
Where's the party?
Liquid also
Radiant's
clearing out the top
tower's
wave with
taking
Storm
hits.
zipping across.
Pudding pop.
And now they retreat back to base to defend their barracks. Lincoln's
but
pop.
look.
So's there. Beautiful initiation from Nigma. Can he get the time lapse off? He absolutely cannot. They gave everything to Koikva. Blink forward from Boxy. Try and chain stun this bounty. But you don't have the follow through damage. Storm needs to get in there as his last hurrah, it feels like. Liquid have buyback on the Weaver if they want to use it to defend their base. They've got both heroes with buybacks that have just fallen, in fact.
Insania's ready. The biggest play of his
Radiant's
life.
top rags
The
is
cheese is
running
on
out of time.
Slardar. I wonder why they didn't give it to the Weaver, honestly, as the Vortex there on Kuro, but Koikva, he's kind of just toying with them, making sure they can't make any moves elsewhere on the map. Buying time.
Insane.
You'd think with Weaver dead for like a minute and a half, you'd lose a lane of barracks, but nah.
I mean, they can't go high ground.
They can't kill buildings. Right,
Talked
they
over.
need to pause, guys. No, seriously, guys, how do you kill buildings, guys?
Someone just buy Meteor Hammer. Can we?
Just buy a Blightstone, a Meteor
Wait,
Hammer.
we got Deso and Orb now, so I think he's good.
Okay, fair enough. Oh,
The
man.
creeps are kind of a necessity, though, and they have 3 waves coming in right now. All 3 lanes have creeps coming.
Oh, I like Storm Spirit in mid-ball lightning animation. That's beautiful.
Does he look as cocky as he was on the loading screen? Kind of.
He's like the Flash for me. He's like zooming along.
Yeah. He looks like he's like karate chopping midair. Hiya!
Judo chop all the way to that bottom lane.
People say they want Dota VR. I think it'll be very scary. Do you guys really want to see Night Stalker up close?
Ugh.
Imagine if you were playing Dota and this guy was this close to your face, like fully zoomed in. I
do
don't
not
think
want
I
this.
want that. I'd be too scared to even spectate it like that. Of course, you never be able to play it like that, but like watching like TI or something. Ooh. All right,
First
MC
line.
is up.
Buildings
On
are
the high ground.
falling.
Rags. The
Buildings
Radiant's
are
top
falling.
rags didn't make it.
Still no buyback from Weaver. There it is, coming out now. Chain stunning miracle. Lotus Orb and the heals from Necro, trying to keep the bounty alive, and he managed to dodge us out of the
Manta.
crush. Nicely done with a good supernova, zoning Liquid. They've killed off Boxy. Dead for a long while now with no buyback, and Weaver can't really do too much in this fight.
Allies.
Another ball in. Looking for the Phoenix. But Storm is losing his HP at a drastic rate now, changing targets, going from Necro to Phoenix, and Mind Control just taps the little Ghost Shroud and heals back up as Koikva burns to the Fiery Spirits and the Power Shot, claiming that Aegis.
It's the streak broken.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Let's see what Koikva can do, because he just continually haranguing here into Nigma as they catch with the Vortex Arrow, the little Wind Ranger, healed up by the Sun Ray, and now the Mind Control Necro keeps her topped up as well. Tiger, trapped on the low ground, a good Maledict, but Insania, okay, there's the Death Ward, but what next? What next, buddy? Yules yourself up, but the deep dive from Wee, chasing Storm, he barely gets into Fountain alive while they lose the Witch Doctor. 3 heroes gone, and Nigma, it looks like they might just have secured this game now.
Mid-game fights of the track gold. It put them way up. They were down on kills and up like 6 or 7k, and it felt like the fights were trading like fairly even. I wouldn't even say it was like that lopsided. Overall, more pickoffs for sure for Nick, helping to lead this victory. But yeah, nicely done. I love how kill heavy this lineup was. 'Cause that's something that we talk about as being like not like playable right now in the patch, right? That's one of those things like Seb and OG kind of complained about, like make high skill Dota work again, right? Actually ganking and playing fast and going for kills and stuff. And I guess you just need a position 1 bounty hunter. Turns out.
+1 bounty, +2 bat, and a +3 necro.
And slightly weak wave shove on your opponent's team, maybe. Kind of helps.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Or
I
at
mean,
least
we were
gankable heroes, I guess is the more accurate term.
Yeah, we were kind of hammering on about the lack of tower damage from Nigma, but Liquid also suffer from a little bit of that themselves. Weaver can do a decent job, but it's a game with no zoo heroes. It's been very refreshing, Trent, honestly.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
1 Necro, 1 on the Phoenix. That's pretty much all we got here. The Swarm doesn't really count as summons.
Kind of counts.
Nah, it doesn't count. They're not real. Miracle.
The Radiant's couriers are gone.
Up on that high ground as Radiant lose their courier. Yule's up onto Weaver. Lincoln's on cooldown now, but unable to get the lasso. Wee's going to BKB and run away.
I think Miracle popped his Lincolns at the same time he tried to Yules pop them. So he accidentally Yules them instead.
I see.
The tough times of being bounty hunter, just trying to pop some Lincolns like that.
Now they catch the Weaver. That's Mickey being saved by Boxy, but not good enough. Liquid with no chances now. 3 versus 5, and the G's come. Nigma tying things up 1-1 here in the upper bracket final. GH going for the double celebratory supernovas there in the back of the base.
I don't even know.
38,000 net worth lead. Holy crap.
Yeah, I don't know if I would even say the Lincolns was that bad, but you could see that it wasn't perfect. Because it just got popped so fast by the bat or by the bounty hunter, so the bat could either jump and like go for the Yule's lasso, or the bat rider or the bounty hunter can constantly threaten with the constant pings of the track to be like, oh, there goes your Lincolns. Oh, there goes again. We might jump you soon. Maybe the BKB was the right answer.
Yeah, it's always that fear, right? If you go BKB, you know that they've got lasso and they're going to be able to grab you anyway.
Yeah.
But there's so much magic damage from Nigma that it felt like maybe a BKB would have been a better option for them. But there's also that moment where they get Roshan, they give Aegis to Storm, and then Boxy had the cheese. And then Mickey was playing on that top lane like tier 3 as if he had cheese, and he just dies. But a cool little draft from Nigma. Super gank heavy, lots of single target, lots of kills. That was a very high octane game.
Miracle got an extra 1,363 gold from his abilities. Pretty good. Even just the AoE gold too is kind of nice. I don't know if that's listed on everyone else though. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, Crow made 634 gold off of ward killing. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know you could look at that. Neato.
Where are you looking? Is that in breakdowns?
Breakdowns at the end. It has like a little gold received and XP received thing.
Cool.
Neat.
Ooh, we've got new graphs. We've got data, stuff to look at. There we have it. No, I can't remember honestly. That's reasonably new. I mean, they always had the Dota Plus damage thing,
Yes. Yeah.
but this
Thanks,
breakdowns
Valve.
used to just be a thank you, Valve. But yeah, there
Pretty
we have it.
neat.
1-1. Best of 3. We're down to the wire now. One game separates these two sides. Liquid up against Nigma will continue after the break. We'll see you guys then.